confession to make. And maybe this might help if I actually talk about it and share it. You know, even if I don't upload this thing, just saying it out loud may actually help cure the problem. As some of you know, I may need to put this out publicly because some of y'all keep messaging me, although I created posts about this. And I really, please don't ever get it confused. I am very appreciative of everybody's support and everybody wanting me to be great. But you have to recognize and understand that sometimes people get in a funk. I am human. The people you deal with on a daily basis is human. And, you can't help that when your humanity kicks in. I'm trying to learn to be a bit kinder to myself, more understanding, and a little bit more gentle. Because I am my biggest critic. I am my worst critic. I demand more of me than what people demand of me. I honestly hold myself to a high extent, and I expect certain results. I'm a perfect patty, in other words. So with that being said, I have been in a funk lately. Like, I have no desire to sew anything for anybody. Nothing at all. It's not even in me. Like, seeing dresses now stresses me the hell out. Like, it really does not get me excited. It doesn't make me want to create something. It doesn't make me want to do it at all. Even when I see people sewing, like, I like watching other people create and be creative. And that's even with cake bakers and things like that. I love seeing other people, their art. But me personally, sewing things from the ground up, first of all, is a bit time consuming right now for what I have going on. Secondly, I'm just not feeling it. I don't know how it happened. Okay, I think I do know how it happened, and that's what we're about to get into next. I think that when I started my business, I just kind of jumped into it. No plan, no direction. And that's because where I live, all of the seamstresses and tailors and stuff are of another culture. Let's be real. And some of them are not willing to teach. Let's be real again. And the ones who are willing to teach, you have to search and find them. And I didn't find a lady until later on. The people who look like me, who do so, all they know is basic alterations. They don't know how to, a lot of them don't build dresses from the ground up. And when they do build them, they're not making them like me. And that's not to be braggadocious or anything like that, but they're not doing it to that on that level. Or at least they're not making it known to everybody that they do what I do. And I know a couple of places like New Orleans, Lafayette cater more to sewing than where I am in my area. They cater more to the sewing culture than where I am. But I think that for me, I just jumped into things with no plan. I got excited about things that I made. And when I got excited about making them and saw that I could make it, I would just post it online. I would post it online thinking that I wouldn't get any feedback. Or, just wanting, oh, this looks good, that looks good. I wasn't expecting to get orders. I wasn't expecting to create a demand. And I'm just being as honest as possible. And this may help somebody who may be in this same spot or who may be thinking about starting a business. Please don't go into it without a plan. Don't get no LLC. Don't get your tax. Like, I have all of that stuff. All of it. Money wasted, just because I feel like I went about it in a different order that was not the right order for me. So do your research. And I did my research. I did plenty of research. I think that what my problem was is that it was not organized. There was no structure about it. There was no structure about what I was doing. And I was just taking orders. Any orders that was coming my way. Any custom orders, which, the result is beautiful, but it's a stressful process, especially if you've never made this type of design before or never went about doing this type of work. or a certain type of dress, it can be stressful because you have to figure out the fabric. You have to figure out the notions. You have to figure out where to get it. You have to search until you find the perfect match. You have to figure out how this garment was constructed, and you have to, even with the pattern, because a lot of the patterns don't explain, give you the instructions step by step in a clear format. Sometimes you have to figure it out, and YouTube don't have everything. People are putting things in courses. If you can find anybody, if you can actually find somebody who's legit. So, okay. So yeah, you okay. Fuck it. Stop. Okay. So yeah, it can be stressful. And I have had wonderful clients. I don't get like those promzillas, bridezilla types or whatever, that everybody rants and raves about. I haven't had any problems with my clients, and if anything, they've been more than understanding. But it's just the process of figuring out the construction of the garment and what it takes to build that garment. It takes a lot. And then actually making it takes a lot of energy as well. So I think that that's not for me. As great as it comes out to be, and as pretty as it looks, and things like that, I just feel like at this moment, and maybe that may change in the future, that that's not for me. There are a couple of other things that I have gotten into that I am actually more passionate about. That actually when I do it, I feel joy, I feel peace. It doesn't feel like work, it feels like fun, although I am working. And I haven't even put some of these ideas out there, and people are asking about them. So that may be a sign, and I'm just trying to figure out how to revamp all this, because I made my name So Russia. So I don't know how I'm going to rebrand that, but that's for me to figure out. But yes, I just feel like, and it's hard. It's hard because I was a property manager, and for my property, I had to come in and make a structure. I had to get organized and create a balance. So you don't know that until you actually get into it. But I feel that sometimes we get into things and we see that it's not working, it's not going anywhere, it keeps going further and further and further and further and further and further and further down the drain, and we want to make it work so bad, but even though we may be good at it, but it's just not working for us at this time, and we don't let it go. So you never know what the structure will be or how organized you're going to make it until you jump into it. But when you get a feeling that things need to take another direction, take that other direction. Take that next step. Don't get burnt out and uninterested. I may pick it up later, but as of right now, I'm really, I'm serious. Like, I'm not feeling it. And I hate to even say that or whatever, and I know that's not something you publicly are supposed to say, but at this point I don't care, and I want to keep it real, and I promise my audience to be honest and authentic at all times, because where there's one or two people who may not like what I have to say or may disagree, there are 1,000 that need to hear this video or need to hear what I'm saying. So this is for them. So yes, and I want to, on my blog and on my YouTube, I will be posting more videos and a lot more information just to make people aware of stuff. I know a lot of things that I just want to bring to the light and I want to help people with. So that's one thing that I'm more passionate about, is running my lips than actually doing, at the sewing machine, doing this all the time, working my back. Not to mention I have back issues that I'm trying to get under control. Gonna give him a smile. Hey. 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 Okay. So yeah. I just wanted to come on here and say that. And to say, take your time. Especially if you have a job that can be a cushion right now. Take your time and just build. Build. Keep building. Keep making yourself visible. It will get to the point where you can do your own thing or go in the way that your spirit is telling you to go. So take your time with things and create a plan. And like, don't just be doing all these custom orders just because everybody wants you to do it. Not everybody is your target audience. Not everybody is your audience. That is going to stress you out, especially when you're a one-person band. It would be different if you have a team, and you can divide the work amongst people. But when you're one person and you got 50 people coming or more coming to you wanting something tailor-made exactly to how they want it, and you're going to hate it. I'm here to break it to you. You're going to eventually hate it. You're going to want to stop. You're not going to... And see... Vinyl is not cheap. You're not gonna like it. So I'm about to go because he won't stop climbing. He has made this video very rough. Look, falling out. Shoot. All right, y'all. Later.